Good afternoon, everyone, especially to you, sir. I am Eric James Soyanis Borja, a student of Mindanao State University at Nawan with a degree Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics. I am with my co-group mates. They are also a BSED Math major. Let me introduce to you. They are Miss Janice Elisondra, Miss Joan Ligaspe, Miss Leah de Monteverde, and Miss Abigail Rojas. And before we proceed to our interview, I would like to ask you, sir, a favor to introduce yourself and give some few background of yours.
I am Dan Terence Vihamulit. I am 31 years old. I graduated from Mindanao University of Science and Technology, also known as University of Science and Technology in Southern Philippines, or USTP. So I'm currently working at Consuelo National High School as a math teacher. In the past 3 years, I have been working as an ICT coordinator and an ICT subject teacher. So far, I've been with the DepEd for almost 8 years, since December 3, 2013. So I graduated so BSED Mathematics, so Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics. And I've been teaching math for also 6 years, since in my first year in DepEd I was only teaching non-mathematics subject, especially ICT, only ICT.
Good morning, sir. I am Leah B. de Monteverde, and here is my first question. Do you have an ICT facilities in your school?
Yes, we do have an ICT facility in school. Actually, we have in computing. We are using in computing for the computers. We're in each. We have 7 servers, wherein each server contains supports up to 6 units. So total we have 36 computers. 42, because for every one server it has 6 computers connected to it. So 6 times 7 is equal to 42. We also have old computers which were released in 2014. It's desktop type computer, standalone, so isa lang, tag-isa. Wherein we the ICT teachers basically preferred the usual computers rather than the in-computing, because for the in-computing it's hard to repair, especially when there's troubleshoot. There's something that needs to be troubleshoot. We're having a hard time repairing the in-computing compared to the usual desktop computers.
Thank you for answering.
Morning, sir. I am Joan Literato Legaspi. So this is my second questions. Who are allowed to use for this facility?
So, of course, the persons who are allowed to use this facility were the students, especially the ICT students, and also the teachers who are going to ask the ICT coordinator or facilitator to use the computer. So, and also outsiders are not allowed for the safety precautions, because if any part of the computer would be lost, then it will be the sole responsibility of the ICT coordinator. So, ako na po nga bayran.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. I am Abigail Rojas. So my third question for you, sir, is all about what are the policy, guidelines, and rules in the use of facility?
As far as I can remember, so there are basically a lot of rules and guidelines inside the classroom. First, the students are not allowed to bring foods or beverages. Also, they're not allowed to roam around just like playing inside classroom, it's strictly forbidden. Also, they're not allowed to use the computer of other students. Also, they should be seated where they are assigned. Also, using of flash disk is not allowed unless permitted by the ICT facilitator. They must also follow the strict rules and regulation inside the classroom, and also they have to clean and clean the classroom before leaving. Also, they have to make sure that the computers were properly shut down after using and the chairs were properly intact.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. So, I am Janice Alessandra from BS Ed Mathematics. So, here is the last question. What are the e-safety rules need to be followed by any user? Thank you.
Okay, so based on my understanding, when you say e-safety, it means I think it refers to the internet or the web. So basically, first and foremost, the students are not allowed to use the internet until they are told to do so. They are not allowed to open any websites, especially the pornographic sites. So it's strictly forbidden for the students. And the activities, the students will be strictly monitored. We are using multimedia, forgot the name, but it was I think multimedia server wherein we can be able to monitor the monitors that the students are using. So if the students are playing in the computer, we can easily detect that one because we can see it in the so-called multi-server, but I forgot the specific name. But the use of that one was to monitor the activities done by the students if they are really doing their thing. And also, copy paste from the other outputs of the other students is also punishable. So automatically they will receive a failing grade. And lastly, they are also not allowed to use social media during their ICT classes unless the activity requires them to open such apps.
Thank you for answering, sir.